Hi guys, welcome back to Glenna's World of Coloring. Hope you liked my swatching video from the other day. Took a long time. But for today we're going to color out of Colourtronic by Lauren S. Farnsworth. Not just Lauren Farnsworth. Yes. Okay, so I've got a picture that I've already chosen that we're gonna do today. I believe. Let's see, where's it at? Here it is. We're gonna do this geisha today. Japanese geisha. So, let's get right on into it. We're going to start with number 1, which I chose R687. All right. Well, R687 Vermilion. Alrighty. Let's zoom you in. So you can see some. Okay. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that would not be good. Okay. Put some cardstock behind the section. Well, let me grab one more. Okay. All right, so there we go. I got 2 pieces of cardstock back there. So, how is everyone? Good, hopefully. Went to London yesterday because my brother wanted a PlayStation 5. It was his money, so he could use it however he wanted. He never spends much money, so finally he spent some yesterday. It was like $600, which is a little much for a gaming console, I think. But, you know, is what it is. Played a little Minecraft today. Got mad. Quit. I probably won't play anymore today. I may not play anymore for a while. I was doing so good, and then I messed the whole thing up. So, yeah. What are you gonna do? Could play some regular Minecraft and not modded Minecraft. Because they updated it not long ago and I haven't played the updated version yet. I think it's like 1.20 or 1.19. Not sure. Next month I'll probably order a new book. Probably a new color by number. Yeah. Let's see. Make sure there's one there and there. And down here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the small sections first up here. It's just easier to do smaller sections first. Doing it with the broad tip makes it a little streaky, but what are you gonna do? You know, you can't go over the whole thing with just the little bullet tip. I can go over it some though, make it look better. Okay, let's do this bigger section at the top. I had to give my dad directions to get us to the store to get the game console. I did a pretty good job for not knowing anything about London, Kentucky. I've not been much to London. We usually go for like flea markets and stuff, but that's about it. And I'm gonna make him take me to the pet store because that's where my old bosses are right now. They're in London with their pet store now. I wish they would have been able to keep the one in Berea as well, but they were not. I have thought a lot about my opening a pet store. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I think I can do it. But if I do open a store, you know, I am not gonna take any aggressive animals. I am not gonna deal with that. I don't care if it's a mouse. If it's aggressive, it ain't gonna be in my store. Snakes, you know, I ain't dealing with that, definitely not. But I like snakes. I could probably tame it down by like handling it, making it feel secure, but I don't know. Even with handling, you know, it's not gonna be guaranteed that the snake would be friendlier. You know, some snakes are just set in their ways. I'm starting to get a little sloppy. I don't want to do that. We want it to look nice. I was telling my mom that the way I would get my cockatiel is to just wait and get them from like a breeder for like a decent price, and just bring one home because I'm paying for it. So, you know, I'm the owner. I should be able to do what I want to do. I've already made like a really long list of animals that I would want to have in the store, like to sell. There's fish, birds, obviously puppies and kittens, but I will not sell puppies or kittens from any mills. I don't think that's right to do, because they are kept in poor conditions and they could be sick. But then again, you know, like, you would be taking that animal out of its horrible situation. I don't know. I don't want to support stuff like that. But the longer that that animal is there, the more it's gonna suffer. So I would think taking it out of that situation is good. I'm sure there's other people, other places that'll do that. I can just take puppies and kittens that people bring in to me. Now, I calculated the cost, and more than likely I'll have to work about 7.5 years to get the amount that I need to have. If I'm making $16 an hour at a job, it'll take about 7.5 years to make enough money to actually open the store and get stuff to put in the store. So, it'll be a while. Which is fine. I'll be able to do it eventually. That's all that I'm concerned about, is being able to do it eventually. I may have to work a little bit longer than that to be able to do the store. But when I finally open that store, though, I'll be there every day that we're open, minus probably the weekend. I may keep the store closed on the weekends. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just close it on Sundays, because I go to my mama's house on Sundays. Be open Monday through Saturday. That's 6 days a week. Sounds pretty good to me. But yeah, birds, fish, small animals like guinea pigs, hamsters. Probably hamsters. I don't like hamsters though. Whenever I worked at the pet store in Berea before they closed. If I was asked about a hamster or somebody wanted to hold one because they were going to get one, I'd use the scooper that we use to clean cages. You know, I would be too scared to even put my hand in there after I was bit the first time. Well, not really scared, just nervous. Really nervous. That's how I'd do it, though. I wouldn't touch them. I'd have to buy, like, handling gloves. Like, real thick gloves. To do, like, a snake that's kind of timid. Or like a hamster. You know. Tell my employee, you know, listen, I want you to wear gloves when you get them hamsters out. It's stupid, but, you know, they hurt. They hurt. Bad. Let's see. It's not really bled through too much on the cardstock, which is good. I love this book. I wish that I could find the Colourtronic animals. I cannot find it though. Let me know if y'all have that book anywhere. I really want it. Like, I really want it because it's just animals. I love animals. Let's see. And then there's a few red places down here on her kimono. I've not colored out of this book in so long. Probably because it takes quite a while. But not really. I need to get it out more. I probably haven't colored in this book in months. But before next month, I'm gonna try to finish my Color Questopia Witch Fantasy book. And then start on the Mermaids one. Because I need to get those ones finished. That'll be my goal for the month. Which I don't think I'll succeed in that goal. But I can sure try. And if not this month, then it can be next month's goal. All right. In my pet store, though, I want a big pond because I want to make like a koi pond. And I'll even sell the koi fish. I won't keep too many in it. because they did that at my store and they didn't sell them because there was so many, and there was a little section that they could hide under. So, you know, I'm gonna sell mine because people came down there wanting koi fish when we were closing, and we sold koi fish while we were about to close. So I'm just gonna sell them because I can. Okay, there's a couple more ones over on this side here. Oh, you can barely see where I'm at over here. I want to kind of do the work myself for a little while, you know, clean all the cages and kind of do all the work myself for a bit, you know, come in early. I'll probably open about 10 or 11 but get there around like 9, let's say, and I could have all the dead fish out of the tanks. I could have everything fed and watered, you know, and I could do other stuff when I was open. Obviously help customers and, you know, do all the general pet store stuff. Alright, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is Y696. 696. Okay, there's 696 sunflower. But yeah, I just think it would be kind of peaceful to be able to run a store, you know, and if somebody had like an application they wanted to give, then, you know, cool. I could always have an extra pair of hands. Probably the first few weeks or so, I could do the work myself. There wouldn't be a lot to do because I don't think I could get a lot of animals first opening, you know. But later on, yeah, I could. And I'd have like applications laid out on the register so that if somebody wanted to apply for the job, you know, they could. And then they could just bring it back when they came back and they could give it to me and I could be like, oh, cool. I want you here tomorrow morning about 9:30. But obviously, you know, I'd have to have a couple days to think about if they're the right fit for the job. Because I'm not just going to hire somebody because they apply. I got to make sure they're the right fit for the job. Like, you know. Is that the only yellows? Okay. If there's more, I'll find them later. Alright, number 3. G177. G177 porcelain blue 3s. Make sure there's no threes, like on her face, on her geisha, or she is a geisha, on her kimono. No, I think the only threes is in her umbrella. Yeah. Okay. We'll start work on the umbrella. But, you know, I'm not going to be too picky about people. If they love animals, you know, that'll be perfect. And then I'll have them list a phone number. I'll be like, hey, listen, I want you to come in when we open. And, well, I want you to come in about 30 minutes before opening and just see what all that we do. What all that goes on. What we do in the mornings. How to take care of these animals. And if they like it, I'll be like, well, you're hired. I want you here tomorrow unless you want to start today. And if they don't like it, then I'll be like, well, sorry, I'm not going to hire you if you're not going to enjoy the job. Because, yeah, that's what I want, you know. I want people to enjoy the job. You don't want to work at somewhere that you're not going to like. I mean, you may have to, but you're not going to want to. So, I'm not going to hire anybody that doesn't want to work with the animals. That just wastes my time, and then the animals aren't going to be properly cared for because the person's not going to care. So, gotta make sure of that kind of stuff. Oh, do you have any pets? How do you take care of them? You know, just basic information. Because I want the right people working for me. I'm thinking my dad may even come to work with me too. Like, I could buy the building for everything to be in, and then he could be one of the owners with me. But he doesn't know that much about really animal care. But I do, thankfully. I research all kinds of stuff to make sure that I do it right. When I got my rabbit, I researched how to take care of them, you know, what, like, illnesses they could get. Well, not really what illnesses. I'm mostly focused on, like, stasis, because that's the most common thing, and if it's not that, then I'd have to definitely figure out what it was. But I thank God that she's not had any problems. She's been a healthy rabbit. A healthy, happy rabbit. I thank God for that. And I make sure that I feed her well. I give her lettuce in the mornings when I get up. And then I give her pellets after that. Because she's always looking for food after. So, Pretty sure that you're not supposed to give them a lot of pellets, but she eats what she wants to eat and then she leaves the rest. So she doesn't eat all of it. So I give her enough and then she'll eat what she wants. She mostly eats hay. So sometimes she won't even bother the pellets. She'll probably eat like a few and then she'll just eat hay the rest of the day. But definitely when I get the pet store, I'm gonna make care guides. You know, do a bunch of research, make a care guide for each and every animal that I sell. And if there's new animals that I start selling, I'll make care guides for them as well. Even if it's for like a one-time thing. If I sell that animal one time or have like one of them, you know, I'll have the care guide just in case I ever have another one. Because I'm sure not every animal that I want to sell is going to be available for me to actually buy to be able to sell. So that care guide will not be made until I actually have the animal in my possession. What do you guys think about a pet store? Me opening a pet store. Obviously, I'm still gonna make videos. I can't not. I just love doing this. So, it may be less frequent. I may only upload once a week, but that'll be multiple videos a week. Even if I only post once, I'll be posting 3 videos. So I'll like pre-record the videos and then upload them on a day that I have a chance to post, like on a day off. It's not really a day off because somebody has to go in to actually feed. Oh my God. People on my game are talking. Jesus. I'm playing a game called High Rise on my phone. It's like a social game where other people play and you interact with other people. And when you join a group, it's just a bunch of people talking about a bunch of different things. So that's just them talking about random stuff, probably. It's a fun game. There's not much of a point to it, though. Maybe there is, and I just don't know what the point of it is. Anyway, when I've been coloring, I've been watching the Santa Clarita Diet on Netflix. It's so good. Such a good show. Okay, I think the 3s are finished. And again, if they're not, I'll do that off camera. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink of coffee. Alright, 4. Number 4 is G191. G191 is turquoise blue. Let's see. There's a 4 right here. in her ear. Okay. But I need to have a business license and a captive wildlife permit, as well as a transportation permit to actually have the animals shipped to my store. So, one of those I don't know about. The business permit you can apply for free, but I don't know if you have to, have any money to get it. Let me know if you've applied for a business permit or a business license. Did you have to pay for the license or certificate or anything? Because I have no idea how it works. Anyways, yeah, the wildlife permit is $150. That's a lot. And then that gets renewed every year. So that's $150 a year for a permit, which is fine. And then the transportation permit is $250. So that is quite a lot for just 2 permits. But yeah, I don't know about the business license. That's something that I have to have, though, to actually own a business. I'm not going to say anything about the name that that my dad come up with, because it's mine, and I don't want anybody to go and take it. I'm sure nobody would, but I want that to be a surprise until I actually have the store, which will be a while, but I'm gonna try my hardest to budget better, because I spend so much money in a month, it's freaking ridiculous. So I'm gonna have to learn to budget better. And just be more careful with how I spend money. And with this pet store looming over my head, it's like, you need to do this. You have to do this. But I've been going to pet stores ever since I was little. The same pet store that I used to work for. Ever since I was little, I went to that pet store. And that's been, I don't know, since I was like 5. So that same pet store had been there 15 years. Maybe longer. Probably longer. 15 years. And they up and move somewhere else. Which sucks. You got that one pet store that you go to for everything. And then they up and leave. And then you don't have anywhere else to go. Because, Walmart's pet stuff, it's not great. And their pet stuff was some of the best, because they always made sure that they bought stuff or had stuff in their store that was really good quality for animals. They had a few things that I didn't think was good. But they had a lot of good stuff. A lot of rabbit toys. And now, since they've moved, you know, I don't have anywhere to get my rabbit any toys now. Oh, which sucks. Because all she does now is chew on paper towel cones and toilet paper rolls, you know. Because I don't have anything for her to have. Which makes me sad sometimes because, you know. But when I go to the pet store in London, I'm going to make sure that I take money and get her some stuff. Probably like $20. Because I got to buy her some stuff. Thankfully, the hay that Walmart sells is good. It's actually good hay that they sell, thankfully. And like the food that they sell, the rabbit food that they sell doesn't even need to be given to rabbits. I know they make it for rabbits, but you shouldn't give rabbits corn. They don't need that. They can have it, but they don't need it. What else? It's got like dried fruit and dried vegetables in it. They don't need that stuff. They really don't. Like I said, they can have it, but they don't need it. Now, if that's what you give your rabbits, that's fine. I have a local feed store. They're probably like 5 miles from me, not far at all. And they sell just plain rabbit pellets, and I buy from them. Theirs is, let's see, their rabbit pellets are $18 with tax. Yeah, $18, and it's a gigantic bag, and she's only went through half of it, and I got her in February, so it's still lasted. There's a lot still left. Okay, no other 4s that I can see. Nope. All right. Number 5 is going to be B289. Yep, B289 pastel blue. Number 5. Let's go back up here in her hair. Okay. But yeah, I recommend going to a local feed store near you and getting like rabbit food, guinea pig food, because theirs is going to be better than what Walmart sells. But if you got a pet store near you, then I would go to the pet store, because they have stuff that's better for rabbits or any animal that you have. Okay. And now if I didn't work at a pet store, I wouldn't know crap about anything. Sometimes it feels like I still don't. But I know a good amount about a good amount. I know a lot about a lot of stuff. Guinea pigs. Ask me anything about a guinea pig. Ferrets. I know a lot about ferrets. Hamsters. I know a good amount about hamsters. I didn't before, but I do now. There was a girl I was watching on YouTube. I'm not sure what her name was. Anyway, she was talking about a pet store that she worked at. And talking about hamsters ripping each other apart. And then she was saying that she didn't know why that happened. I know why that happened. You're not supposed to keep hamsters together. They keep them in pet stores together. But after you get one or two and take them home, please separate them. They can be very territorial, and that's why they can kind of fight and tear each other apart. I had a hamster at work that had a leg missing. Yeah. And it's just so sad because they keep them together and you're like, yeah, they keep them together. There's nothing that I can do about it, but you're not supposed to after they mature because they get very territorial. They don't want anything else in there with them. Oh my God, we had one hamster that was so territorial that every hamster that was in the same tank with it, it would unalive it. It would just be deceased the next day. There would be probably 3 or 4 hamsters in that tank dead because of that one hamster, and we didn't know which one it was, so we couldn't do anything about it. You know, I mean, yeah, I think we should have separated all of them, but I don't think that would have done much because that hamster, it was just mean. You know, you couldn't put it with any others or it would just do the same thing. It was awful. You know, and I'd never seen something like that until I saw that hamster. And it was a big chubby guy too. You know? Yeah, some bad things happen in pet stores, but that kind of stuff happens in every pet store. Every pet store. When animals are smaller and like babies, basically, it's easier to handle them and to watch them and put them together in cages. But when they're older, some animals don't get along at all. Some rabbits need to be separated, need to be owned just by themselves. I think my rabbit would be fine with another rabbit because she had a sister that was adopted before she was. And they were fine together. And then I've got her, and she's a happy little thing. A while back, you know, she would always lay in like a bun, like a muffin shape. And that's because they aren't completely comfortable. Like they're not completely safe. Like they don't feel safe completely when they're in that kind of form. That's why they lay like that. But now she's sprawled out against her water bowl, just asleep. And she's the sweetest little thing that you'd ever see. So I think she is fine by herself. She doesn't get sad much. You know, she runs around all the time, just running around her pen, getting exercise. And it is the cutest thing ever. Okay, I'm going to finish up these couple of 5s on her face. And then I got to get off of here because I got to go cook for my brother. Making chicken Alfredo today. I usually make cheesy tuna. It's just pasta with like a cheese sauce, and then you put tuna in it. It is so good. We got another 5 here. We can do that 5. But yeah, I just think that having my own pet store would be so fantastic. It would be fun. I wouldn't have to answer to anybody except for me. I would be my own boss. I would be a business owner. Now that would be so cool. Because when I would work with people, like a manager, and I'd talk about the dead fish, you know, they wanted to act like I didn't say that in front of customers. You know, it happens. It happens. There's nothing that can be done. Fish get sick and they pass. That it happens, you know. But they don't want people to know that it happens. Alright, so that is what we got done today. I will finish this off camera. And we need to color out of this book more. Like, I really like this book. Oh, we got a little bleeding right here and down here. But besides that, but besides that, hardly even bled through. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay notified of when I upload new videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.